Hello, everyone. Greetings. This is about the political situation and society situation. The wealthy people are trying to get others destroyed. Sorry again, I don't know how to say this. I could be making a fool out of myself, but maybe from these foolish uh, words, disorganized, disorderly, someone could get the message and learn. And for me also, it is this only thing that I can do. There are many things I would love to do, but I can't do them or achieve certain goals in my life or work. So I guess in this whole negative corruption, political dirty games, I just have to be more positive and blaming where the blame lies, and also being as just as I can be for the sake of a better humanity, a better world. And likewise, from my life, I can give out lessons. I still don't know what happened in the Karachi American School, but I can now make out after so many years that someone had intervened to destroy me and my family life and my health condition. And the reason why I have to say certain things, I don't have to bring out those reasons, but later on you may realize yourself. For example, a Saima Peer type spy of theirs, how they tried to psychologically hit me when I was depressed and in trauma. And I knew that I certainly knew to rely on people for money is not feasible, and one shouldn't do this because people then can take advantage of our helplessness, our hopelessness. Hopelessness, hope takes many long years. Uh, Today we may have bad luck, but not tomorrow. But tomorrow may be very far away, although the materialistic people don't see this and the sages see it. So I try to console myself with these kind of words and wisecracks. I didn't myself want to interfere in anyone's life, and so knowing where I belonged in my family with my parents and my loved ones. So I was not the one to destroy anyone's life or bring in dirty politics into other people's lives and mess their lives up. So this is after a long, horrifying experience, and the lessons that I learned, that I'm speaking now and I keep discussing. I'm not a successful leader, and neither am I successful in any business. But some things like what happened to my aunt, and then the relationship of her husband with Nawaz Sharif, tells me that there are certain people involved in interfering in other people's lives, and politically also, in the political arena. And so that you may think, what is a country's president, what is a country's prime minister and the ministers? what should they be doing for the people? Because it's the people who make this president, not the president, not the prime minister himself, wanting things for himself and his family. He should be first uh, giving it to his country, and when his country is rich, then he can uh, do what he likes with his own money and business, with his private business. But before that, they should be looking at the health facilities, educational facility, and many such things that the people of the country require and need. When their basic needs, some of their basic needs, are not fulfilled, or that some people don't get their basic needs fulfilled. We have beggars in Karachi that I have seen, and that then, for example, if Nawaz Sharif is rich and his children are rich, well, this doesn't strike me to be a good prime minister, president, or a leader of a country when some of the people of that country are suffering immensely and deprived immensely of basic necessities. The system of ours has to change. The political system, the judiciary system needs changing. We need to get honest people working for justice so that justice be done. I don't agree to the court system and lawyer system. And the reason why I spoke against UAE was that seeing Nawaz Sharif and some crooks here having business and running away from Karachi, coming to Dubai. Otherwise, it's none of my business. However, I suspect someone from UAE wanting to destroy us in Karachi, and that's why I took this action to speak about this. Otherwise, what difference does it make to me if they are rich and wealthy? Uh, Even God says you can enjoy your riches in Islam. We are allowed, maybe not in Christianity, but in Islam, we are allowed to enjoy the riches, the things we reap. And if you don't want to share it with the world, it's okay. But as long as you don't hurt other people to get where you are right now, things like hurting someone to deprive them and take their position, take their things, stealing from them to make your own self look good and live a better life. This is certainly not the teaching of Islam or any humanity. Now, about myself, I'm rendered quite psychologically incapacitated, and there are times when I can't even speak properly for my own justice to explain certain things unless I get angry, because there's no energy in me to explain. So if I do sound angry, know that it's because of my lack of energy and psychological condition, and that's why I can't keep that self-defensive thing working, that is to not lose my mind or my control, and speak about this in a positive manner. For God says in the Quran, for the sake of thy Lord do thou remain patient. This is what I used to repeat when Mutahar, my aunt, had was calling me up, giving us crank calls in the house before going for Umrah when we had this, when she started to blame me and all. It's a long story. I've already spoken about this story. So I had to rest and get my energy back, energize myself, because it was a very disturbing, scary thing. She was cursing and threatening people. I've seen her since doing this since a long time back. She threatens and curses and all that. And so to have this connection with Nawaz Sharif. And so about a little bit about Pakistan's downfall and ruination, destruction. Uh, I think these people, these political people, and the ones who are with them, and the wealthy. So I can only speak for what I've experienced, and I've experienced their mind to be quite clever in destroying people and psychologically bringing harm to them. I think the physical harm would not be that bad as much as is the psychological harm done to a person. And, like sending someone who would be my best friend, my confidant, and then playing on it, uh, you know, finding out my nature and certain weaknesses in my nature, and then playing on that, like Saima Peer did. And on the other hand, Pakistan's Nawaz Sharif and Ziaul Haq before that. So, playing with this regional divisions, political arena, attacking it and making people quite helpless in some areas, and then saying that you are the one to be blamed. So it's really not about me wanting to become something like Mutahar. When she joined the enemy, uh, she was very lucky to destroy us because the enemy was helping her. This doesn't mean that I'm some spoiled brat who, lives on other people's money or even my father's. Because I was told that, and rightfully, I felt that I did want to work even after marriage. Um, I wanted to be productive and of service to humankind and use my potentials to the best of my abilities for the goodness of this whole world. Because once you change yourself, and how you change yourself is you repent of the wrongs, you look at your weakness, this is my way, and then you concentrate on the uh, good points, the stronger points that you have, and you try to see with those strong points where you fit in this world, and how you can make this world a better place by being good with your family, starting at home first, and before that, starting in yourself first.